Hey, True Seekers. I went ahead and I updated my uh, faith, my Mono-Faith deck, or my Sola-Faith deck. I've actually been kind of debating about how I should do this. I really like May, and May allows me to discard a power card so that way I can draw 2 cards. But there's a lot of cards that I want to run that aren't just power cards, because otherwise I'd be running like 14 power cards. So I decided to just go ahead and stick with Ezra. Ezra empowers me to run other Animo that I can discard power cards for, and if I need to activate an Armorino Ultra, I can do that without having to discard. So I'm just sticking with Ezra for right now. He doesn't plus me cards, but he does enable me to activate my Animo and not have to work around when I'm going to discard my power cards. So he has the ability says, during your scoring phase, you may convert any faith discard cost on a single Animo to a faith cost. So that empowers you not to have to discard your power card. And then I chose to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 power cards. I am running 8 faith power cards and 2 prayer power cards. I don't want to have to ever discard my prayer power cards. It's mostly in here so that way I have the love that I can use to pay for servitude or pro-praise if I need to. So it's not technically a purely mono-faith deck anymore. I think this is a more powerful build because pro-praise allows me to not have to deal with actions that prevent me from activating my faith Animo. It allows me to ignore Zapper King, and that's pretty good. Servitude lets me draw a bunch of cards, and I also run Gut Piece. I don't get to activate Gut Piece, but Gut Piece helps me get cards that I need to my hand. So this is the power card ratio I chose. Next up, I am running just 1 frankincense. I already have Ezra, so I don't need to use this multiple times, but just in case I need to activate 2 Faith Animos that both have discard costs when I don't want to discard my power cards, I can use both of these. I run 2 Paul's Chains. This card, when attached to an Animo, that Animo cannot be activated, but it may be discarded any time during your setup phase. You can't freely just discard Animo from your small group, so this helps you not have to do that. Or you can just go ahead and do that now. It empowers you to discard your Animo. But it says once per turn, as long as this card's attached to Animo in your small group, you may search your deck for up to 2 level 1 Animo and place them into your small group. And you can't use this card if there's no room in your small group. So my deck actually has a strategy that focuses on level 1 Animo. So Paul's Chains, being able to search them out, is really powerful. I run 2 Peter's Vision. Peter's Vision says, search your deck for 1 level 1 Animo and exchange it with 1 Animo and all attached equipment from your small group. So basically you're shuffling 1 Animo in your small group into your deck and exchanging it for 1 level 1 Animo in your small group. And this card's really good, extremely helpful. It helps me get rid of my Gut Piece, my Servitude, my Potpourris when I just need to get all Faith Animo out there. Peter Vision is very good. I kind of am thinking about just running 2 Peter's Vision and 2 Paul's Chains in all my decks going forward. Being able to search for level 1 Animo and get rid of Animo in my small group is pretty important. Next, I run my recycle story cards. Return 2 level 1 Animo, excluding Ultra, from your discard pile to your hand, or select any Animo from my discard pile and return it to my hand. These are very helpful. I like to sometimes grab back my Ultra Armorino, which helps this, and this helps me grab back my Stagnetic, or I can use these just to grab back my Stagnetics. It's a very helpful card. Both of those are. Then there are my draw cards. The Rich Fool helps combo with Flamingo level 2. I draw the bottom 3 cards of my deck. Flamingo level 2 puts 3 cards from my discard pile into the bottom of my deck, so I just know what I'm drawing. Fishing Nets is draw 2 cards, and if it's the last card in my hand, I draw 4 cards instead. This is extremely helpful because sometimes you just draw bad hands, and then If you have this, you can discard that hand and then use this to draw 4 cards instead. I have Hookworm. I'm a fan of Hookworm. He has the ability that as long as the Cine is active, all your opponent's Animo require 1 extra universal cost in order to be activated. Judgeweed. Judgeweed says as long as this Cine is active, your opponent may not reveal Cines. Zapper King. Zapper King says your opponent may not play any level 1 Animo from their hand into their small group next turn. Grasshopper. Grasshopper says when played, your opponent reveals their hand, select 1 card, and have them shuffle it back into their deck. Wolf. Wolf is a 10 defense Cine. And hold on. Alright. Sorry about that interruption. We had the mailman come and Bishop had to bark at him. So Wolf has a 10 defense Cine, which is really great, but if you don't need a Cine, he has this ability that says you can shuffle, if this card's in your hand, you may choose to show it to your opponent, shuffle it back in your deck, and if you do, draw another card. It's extremely helpful. Detestable. Detestable is a 10 defense Cine, has an action that says your opponent must discard 1 of their equipment cards that are in play. This is a counter card to help get rid of my opponent's Pulse Chains and the other equipment cards that they just have attached to their Animo. His weakness is Triblu, and Triblu has a very long verse on him. Then we got Flipper. Flipper is a 7 defense Cine, but if your opponent has 40 or more, he becomes a 17 defense Cine. And that's almost like kind of like running a conditional second Mega in your deck. This is Mega Globster. Mega Globster is a 16 defense Cine. Weakness is Fetchy. Due to Maysil and Armorino level 1, I don't see a whole lot of people choosing to run Fetchy because he's a discard cost. But with Ezra, people might start doing that. And just having multiple 5-for-1s in a deck is actually pretty good. Now on to our Animo. We're going to start off with some utility Animo. I run 2 Gut Piece. I would run a 3rd one, but I don't want to continuously see him when I need to see my Faith Animo. But I run him because I want to see Faith Animo. Because he has the ability that when I play him, I can search my deck for a Faith Animo, place it directly into, or place it in, add it to my hand, which lets me get my level 2 Flamingo, or I can just go grab what Armorino or whatever one I need at the time. I run Popraise because as long as this card is in my small group, I can ignore any effects from actions of any Cines revealed to me. And I run 2 Servitudes. Servitude says once per turn, you may draw 1 card for each Faith, Hope, or Holy Spirit Animo in your small group. I like to attach Paul's Chains on him and just draw 3 extra cards every turn using Paul's Chains to get 2 and then playing 1 from my hand. So these are my non-Faith utility cards. Alright, then I run 3 Armorino level 1. Armorino has the ability that once per turn, as long as this card's in your small group, you may place 1 Faith Power card from your discard pile into your power pool. Sometimes that's needed. Plus, he's a 1-for-5, and if I ever need to activate him, I can use Ezra to not have to discard my power card. I run 3 Triblues. Triblu says, if this card's in my small group, I may swap it with 1 level 1 Virtuous Animo in my discard pile, excluding Ultra Animo. So what he does is he empowers me to go grab back my Stagnetic level 1s or whatever other level 1s I need. Then we got Flaming Grow level 1 and Flaming Grow level 2. Flaming Grow level 1 costs 3 for 4, not great value, but it grows into Flaming Grow level 2 that says, when this card is played to grow Flaming Grow level 1, you may select up to 3 cards from your discard pile and place them on the bottom of your deck in any order. This combos well with the Rich Fool, because Rich Fool lets me draw 3 cards from the bottom of my deck after I place 3 cards from my discard pile on the bottom of my deck. He is a 2 for 10. I have to discard one of those, which Ezra allows me to ignore that discard part. because the only Animo I really want discarding my power cards is Armorino Ultra. In addition, he helps me not deck out, because this deck does have the potential to draw a lot of cards. And towards the end of the game, when I'm running out of steam, he lets me get back cards, so that way I can reuse them, or just not deck out, which is extremely important. Alright, next up, it wouldn't be a Faith deck unless I tried to fit Lumini in it. I mean, that's not entirely true, but Lumini level 1 is a 2 for 4. Lumini level 2 is a 2 for 8, which is good value, but I discard 1. And it has this ability to send, when he's played from my hand to grow Lumini level 1, I can look at the top 5 cards of my deck, discard as many of those cards that I desire, and return the rest to the top of the deck in any order. So ideally, I want to be able to just discard power cards with him, so that way I can use Lumini level 3, which is a 3 for 13. He does have a Hope Fellowship bonus, but I'm not going to use that in this build. It has an action that says, you may select up to 3 standard power cards from your discard pile and place them directly into your power pool. This is extremely helpful because I activate Armorino level 3. I can go ahead and activate Armorino Ultra. I activate Armorino Ultra, discard 3 Faith power cards. Then I can pay 3 to activate him to put back 3. And then I activate my second Armorino Ultra, which is a crazy amount of points. So that's a possibility in this deck. Normally not what I'm using him for. Normally I'm using him to set up my next turn's play. But he himself is really good. I actually like to try and use both of these during a game, which is why I try and run 3 and 3 of each of its previous growth stages. Alright, and then we get down to the meat and potatoes. 3 Stagnetic level 3s. He is a 3 for 10. I have to discard one of those. He has 2 universal cost, and one of the cards you discard is the universal cost. But he has an ability that says if there are at least 3 Faith power cards in your discard pile, this card has no activation cost, which is still really strong because he's a 10, a free 10. No reason why he should be this good. And if I ever have to pay 3 for him, I don't have to discard it with Ezra. But most likely, I am going to be discarding it with the other guy, Armorino Ultra. Armorino Ultra is a discard 3 Faith power cards for 16, which has good synergy with Stagnetic. So it's just a 5 card core for your win condition. Everything else in your deck is just set up to do this thing. Because my goal is to activate Armorino Ultra, then activate 3 Stagnetics. That's 46 points in a single turn. This deck has lots of way of getting your level 1 Faith Animos. Paul's Chains does not ignore or exclude Ultra Animo, so I can use it to grab this. I can use Gut Piece to grab either of these. And then if I need to, I can use Ezra to not have to discard. Typically with Faith, you don't have to worry about whatever kind your Truth Seeker is, because you can't discard your Truth Seeker. Ezra actually allows you to activate Faith Animo and include him in the cost, because he empowers you to just convert the discard cost to normal cost. So now you're activating Armorino Ultra, not having to discard for it, or you can discard for it, so that way you're empowered to use your Stagnetic. So I'm going to stick with Ezra for a little while, see how he does. Otherwise, I'll probably tone down some cards, and that's it. So in the meanwhile, Truth Seekers, keep learning virtues and defeating Sinnies.